Yeah. By the way, for anyone watching, this is the match that will determine who goes to San Francisco on the 25th. This is actually game 1 of 3. It's a best of 3 game. So this is CLG versus Dignitas. And I'm ColbyCheeZe casting with Elementz. What's up, man?
What up? How's it going?
All right. You did
Nice.
ask me, by the way, what Eli.
All right, so
You did ask me what I thought about the team comps, and pretty
I
much the
did.
way I feel is that they're
Yeah.
gonna have to spread out a
Uh,
lot and really do their best to avoid getting hit by all of that. So it's just gonna
you
come
know,
down, I think, to I don't know. I think it's really gonna be in CLG's hands to make this happen. Like
their game.
I feel based on just straight up champions, no skill in question. It's probably in the favor of Dignitas for the team
Yeah.
fights, as you
Now
can
now
see.
that I really look at it, I'd have to agree completely. I mean, I thought CLG might have like a really stronger late game, but Karthus late game is just as strong as the Rise. I mean, Rise is more the tanky side. Karthus is more the oh my god, I do ridiculous damage side. And same with Corki. I mean, granted, Vayne is the best single target damage. Corki's AoE damage in a team fight is unparalleled for an AD carry. So they have Karthus and Corki, plus they have those shreds. They have the armor shred on top of Scar's shred. So it's like the
It's
damage
gonna come down to
potential
them bursting.
Dignitas
They have to.
is massive. I mean, that's not to say that Rise and Vayne can't snowball and carry into late game, because those are two completely fantastic late game champions. Same with Udyr. Udyr's really good late game, just so tanky. And we actually have Locust coming up your top. They're doing what CLG
Oh,
does.
solo bottom
Oh,
Malphite. Very interesting.
strategy inception right here.
I'm curious if he's gonna lose out on a lot of creep score.
Janna's going
due to-
top right now.
That's funny. It's like they wanted them to do that, and now he's just gonna like run around with. With a
CLG's
different plan.
transitioning right now, and top lane's actually pushing towards I'm a cutie pie, which is really in his favor. That gives him all the ability to just deny. And Vayne helping here, losing out on a lot of time. I don't think he should even stop to help
Yeah.
Saint, because I mean, cutie pie is just getting farm here. I mean,
That's really unfortunate for them. And the funny thing is that Locust didn't even stay there, so he's gonna go bottom and try and really
Lopez
mess
is
up
kind of like
Hotshot.
roaming around. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just kind of running around.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought he was gonna go down bottom, but he's just. I don't know if he was gonna go for like an early gank and then just didn't find the positioning, or. Now he's heading all the way back top. So yeah, that was just like he just took a nice little stroll through the park, and he's ready to help top back out now.
That really puts Dignitas in the lead, though, and just in terms of this little bit of farm. Like they're
Like
300
level
gold ahead.
3 to level 1.
They're 300 gold
Level
ahead
2 now, yeah.
right now, just because of that. That's a nice little transition that they did. CLG was definitely not expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. I won't claim to know I was expecting that at all.
No,
I
nobody
thought
would.
it was running standard, but good on them. That was a cool little trick, and it
That's
put them ahead. Start of the game.
Well, there's going to be the farm there. Let's see how much. I think she'll be able to catch up to approximately level 3 there from those. So that should be good. But yeah, they did miss out on quite a bit for sure. Let's see here. On bottom, it's basically the same thing to what I saw up top. And I don't know when they're going to transition this, but I know that eventually they're going to have to transition it to where these carries go back down to the bottom lane for that dragon control. Probably see that happen at least around the 9-10 minute mark, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Silver of the moon.
I really, really want to see if this gank is going to be good. Let's see, Saint Fish is coming in with double buff, and they do knock up Corki. He is going to get one Q off, do a little bit of damage, flash, forcing him to use his own. So, not bad at all, though. I guess you got the flash done, so now they just need to continue to push that advantage with, if Vayne can get a nice critical strike from a rolling Q, that's going to be all it takes.
Yeah, Vayne catching up in CS pretty nicely here, but top lane does have the larger
Looking
wave.
down bottom. This is bad for Hotshot GG. Getting ganked now by Will Dominate, and it will just probably.
Oh!
Oh wow, great
Dodges.
juke! And I think this might be an escape for him. And let's see, St. Vicious is going to come in here. He's going to turn around now. Voyboy going to go down first blood for St. Vicious, and that was
he
an
missed
amazing
another
job.
one.
Hotshot
Oh my
almost
gosh.
escaped there, but no, he will fall. Does get the assist gold of 175. Overall, a great play by CLG by Hotshot there, juking it out. Unbelievable.
subtle movements by Hotshot, which it kind of looked like, or it was just Dominate just missing barely. But either way, that turned out devastating for Dignitas. I mean, that nice little lead that they had has just been thrown because of simple skill shot missing. And that does happen. I mean, sometimes it's just you think they're going to be turning that, and that slight little movement can make you miss your skill shot. After they missed that, though, I don't think they did the right play there. They shouldn't have billed him. Yeah, that's when you're greedy, you make those mistakes, and I catch myself making those same mistakes in solo queue, and even sometimes in competitive play, I've done that. And you really have to just think, is this the right thing to do? Especially that early, it can make or break your entire game. We got something going on here top there. They're going to initiate on double lift. It's doing some damage, poking him out, and not actually getting engaged. But
Farm is literally just walking past each other and farming the waves. They're not even bothering to attack each other.
It's the Paladin versus Paladin we were talking
exactly.
about.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. And mid lane could get another gank here. I will dominate. Gonna come in, and Big Fat LP doing a good job of staying in the middle of his creeps. So
ooh, Double Lift taking so much damage.
Really? Yeah, both of them are, but yeah, you're right. Double Lift took way more there. Trying to watch both lanes here. Okay, looks like he is gonna back off that gank, so I can watch top. And Double Lift having a bit of trouble just sitting there at the turret. Doesn't want to take any harass from Corky. They're gonna back off and grab some items. Gonna come back even stronger. So hopefully they will decide to do the same. Yeah, this is literally just farm fest down here. Almost no reason to watch that unless there's a gank coming in. So I haven't seen a blue for either mid lane either. It's interesting.
No, it seems the junglers have been taking...
Oh, is he going straight for that dragon? That's going to be a really early dragon, sneaking that one in there. And that is an amazing play right there by CLG, taking advantage of the fact that there is no one bottom to really stop that. Even if Malphite came in, I mean, what is he going to do? So that's going to be a free dragon at 7 minutes and 40 seconds for CLG. Completely unaware. They have no idea that they just got that. So by the time they're actually going to plan on getting the dragon, it'll probably be back up, and they'll have no clue that they had lost it in the first place. All right, here's Locust coming up, and back to support Cutie Pie, and I'm curious if they're going to get... Okay, yeah, they're going to give the blue to Rise. Should help out quite a bit. Once Rise gets that blue buff and can start spamming, that's very helpful for him. They're losing a lot of health on this top tower. That could go down very, very early with this at this rate.
Yeah, I mean,
surprised at the level of, how good this is right here.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that they picked Bane and not Caitlyn, because I mean, look, they're just getting bossed around top lane. I mean, Double Lift's getting out CS by only about 10, but the tower damage. That is the difference. I mean, a full HP tower to 1/3 HP tower is really, all the difference. Especially because Vayne requires so much farm, and Corky really isn't as farm reliant. I mean, his kit allows him to not be as farmed and dish out tons of damage, whereas Vayne is like, I need items. So taking that top tower this early and kind of halting the free farm top lane isn't such a bad idea for Dignitas.
Here's the unfortunate thing. Look at, even though Corky is not as reliant on farm, if he gets it, then that's really bad for you. He's already quite a bit ahead of her as well on that 10 cream score. And I think you were actually saying that as well.
Yep.
That's what you would probably expect. And a lot of that, I'm guessing, came from him having that free time to himself. And here comes Dominate, going to be doing a bush kick. And look at that CV. It's almost like they knew perfect timing to CV.
Ghosters.
Right? That's that perfect game sense right there. Like, I'm thinking that Lee Sin will be ganking around now. Let's check it out.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Chouster. And that's really what support is. I mean, people might think, oh, they got CV top. No, that probably saved a kill or a double kill top because of that CV. And me being a support player myself, so credit us. We do a lot for the
there
team.
You go. Okay, here's a little bit of action here. Hotshot trying to get away. Once again, dodging a Q from Dominate. Either that or being missed. And ultimate being used. He's going to flash over the wall. Should be good to go. Probably, either way, it was still a win for
Oh, Chouster taking tons of damage from that Corgi top lane. Yeah, they're just really getting bossed around.
They're gonna need a lot of help up there if they want to make something happen. Unfortunately, Gangplank is, a decent ganker, but he can't really lock someone down, and Corky's just gonna jump away. He's gonna throw out a snowball, Locust is, and that's gonna be it. They're fine. Excuse me. Let's take a look here. Bottom is pretty darn even. They're not gonna be getting the advantage on each other since the Malphite is building mostly tanky. Udyr won't be able to just go and burst and chunk him down as if he was trying to build AP, which most people don't do that anyways. But
yeah, if you actually notice that Hotshot's a Phoenix Udyr,
Phoenix
not
really, so he can just push the lane hard.
Yeah,
I guess
that's it's and versus a Tiger, which is more like combat 1v1 situation. A Phoenix is just I'm here to push, I'm here to deal AOE damage, and it's kind of a different playstyle.
Right?
Yeah, that's the playstyle when I played a lot of Udyr was Phoenix as well. I never really liked Tiger, so it's really just personal preference to what you like and how your playstyle is going to be. And Hotshot is a Phoenix user like myself.
Looks like Loki's doing a good job just standing in that bush, knowing that if Double F wants to come up and farm, he's going to take a lot of poke in return, especially since Janna's not there to help him out. And that's just unfortunate. They're doing a great job of freezing that lane for as long as possible, making him lose CS just a little bit here, a little bit there, and it's starting to add up. You notice he's already...
Yep, it's almost at 20 now.
Got 20 behind, exactly. And here's a gank coming in from St. Vicious. It was pinged, though. Yeah, they do know that he's coming in here. Trying to just counter jungle. Not much. That's yeah. Scar's just gonna back off. He doesn't want to get dove at all. That would have been really bad for him. So good play on his part. Hotshot and Voyboy duking it out here. Voyboy doesn't even want to try, so he's just gonna let Hotshot get the free hits while he backs off and waits for the creeps.
Oh, they're just gonna go running right down middle and start pushing that in. They don't want to. They want to stop Scar from free farming. That's why they want to do this. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with the Vayne versus Corki. Ryze is a lot better without farm than a Karthus is. Karthus really needs farm, whereas Ryze, is still pretty farm reliant, but not nearly as farm reliant as a Karthus is.
Speaking of farm, if you know, it's only 13 minutes in, and he's already got 125 creep score. That's pretty close to perfect as far as what you can actually achieve.
Yeah, it is.
So he's doing an amazing job. You can usually say if, for every, minute you have like 10 CS, that's about as perfect as you can get, and that's exactly where he's at. Skara is known, I think there was another game that I shoutcasted, I don't think it was with you, but Skara had literally done that the entire game. He's kept up 10 for every minute, and it was the most crazy thing to see. And if you guys think that's not very impressive, try that out in a game of your own. And
it's very
difficult.
Impressive.
I've tried it, and it's not. I just can't get anywhere close to that.
Seems like teams are getting ready to go for a Baron
fight.
They
have transition now to the bottom lane. Chouster coming down here with St. Vicious, and Hotshot is ready to gank. Tornado just barely missing Voyboy. Not going to make that happen, but the Dragon fight is starting here. Dignitas is going to pick that up if they don't get there to make that team fight happen. And I don't know, it might actually fall before it happens. Nice only coming in here from Gangplank, and this is going to be bad. I Will Dominate taking so much damage. They did not take the Dragon. And wow, look at Dominate go down to double up. That's going to be perfect for him getting that kill. Nice on that. Nunu going to blow up everything there. Doesn't look like it did a ton of damage, but at the same time, Scar is on the run, and if he cannot make it out of this, I don't know if he has enough. Yeah, just enough time for that wall to come back up. Hotshot not going to be able to chase him in. And overall, what a crazy fight. Chouster going to fall. Scar picks up the kill with his ultimate. And this is just sick. 3 for 3 trades so far. And honestly, can't tell you.
They are going to dive it.
Locust is going to go down, so that's going to be 3 for 4. And I don't know who picked up the Dragon. Did you see who had the gold?
Yeah, Dignitas actually did. I was watching for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a 3 for 4, but with a Dragon in favor of Dignitas, which is about even. Actually, it swings more on Dignitas' favor.
A little more.
A tiny bit more,
but
not too much.
Blue, so that'll be back in favor.
If you notice, though, Skara actually has a full rod of ages, so he's not too blue reliant anymore.
You're right. Okay, so he's going to be more of a tanky Karthus, able to actually take a little bit of hits. And you notice in that fight, I think that the fact that he actually had that catalyst was able to keep him alive,
Yeah.
So it kept him alive just long enough so he was able to get the cooldown back on his wall, slow down Hotshot, and then make his escape. I think if Janet can come back up here, Double F might be getting to the point where he can fight this Corki. He does have a BF sword. Well, hang on. Yeah, they both do. So, I don't know. That's going to be hard to say because Locust can give that buff to PewDiePie, and it's going to give him so much attack speed. If he gets snowballed, he's not going to be doing as much damage either.
Yeah, see, look at all that poke. Just PewDiePie's dishing out. I mean, that's what I was talking about. It's just really... Ooh. Will Chester save them with the CV? Dun, 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 dun,
This
dun.
is going to be very scary if Chester runs up in there. I think he wants to put a ward in that bush. But he kind of decided not to, if you notice. This is really scary for him. Okay, Dominate going to come in. Will he land his Sonic Wave? Just barely missing that. Nice tornado, actually.
I think they're just doing this to push top there. They attempted to get a gank off, and they're thinking, hey, whatever, we just want to take this tower. If we manage to get a gank, cool. If we don't, let's just take this tower. And it really wasn't there. That's not Dominate's fault, like, whatsoever, because Double Lift and Chaz are just playing so far back. I mean,
regardless, though, you have to say, or you have to take a look at the gold, and CLG is still at the advantage right now.
yeah, they're still at the slight advantage. I mean, PewDiePie not realizing that Double Lift's still right there, and a Vayne with a shield on is extremely deadly. Just too bad Nunu's got his nice little speed buff to come right there. Are they actually pinging to go? No.
No, I think he's showing that's where they're at. Purple is pinging.
Yeah. Ooh, Chester was on his way to auto attack and stop him so Big Fat GG could kill him, but unfortunately he didn't get there in time. Scar going to clear some wraiths.
And that's part of why he's going to have such high creep score. He's going to keep finishing off those wraiths, which do give much more. Yes, 177. So he's actually got more than the 10 per minute mark that you would usually look at. And I don't know, Scar is the only one I've ever seen that's done that in these competitive games.
Yep. So
you can say he's consistent in that when he plays Karthus. I feel like you should always ban Karthus versus him just because of that fact alone. He's so good at that. And now pushing down another tower on top lane, they have to make some kind of response to this. This is going to be a big advantage for them if they have this next tower down. Scar coming in here, they probably will have to back off as they do not want to get caught by that for sure. Nice ultimate. Chaz are going to push him back, just make it a little bit safer for them. Don't even know if it was necessary, but at the same time, he didn't want to take any chances. Mid tower could be going down, and it doesn't look like Dominate's going to be able to stop him from doing so. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we've got actually PewDiePie in here, and Hotshot's probably not as brave against him, but at the same time, I think he's going to be tanking up to handle for the most part. He doesn't have any armor necessarily, but he's got the attack speed to just run up there and do some damage to PewDiePie. I'm curious who would win in a fight like that right now. I feel like PewDiePie is very strong. He's got BF sword, 3 Doran, so it's a hard question to say.
I think if they were to trade, it would be Hotshot.
Yeah, just based on what I saw right there, he didn't do that much damage to him, so possibly.
Yeah, as soon as PewDiePie runs
usually with Tiger, I would know. I mean, Tiger, he would go down quick, but those 2 Cobra 5s on Hotshot, he's really going for that late game.
Yeah, he is. Oh, PewDiePie picking up the Black Cleaver right now.
They're going to be so tanky if you think about it. Let me take a look. What is this game plan building into? Zeal. Okay, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But more of a crit damage build right now.
Vayne picking up a Bloodthirster though right now. Gonna start getting farm. Gonna start getting that crazy sustain. Compact with a Janna shield. It's gonna make her really hard to kill.
Excuse me. This is looking like everybody is waiting for some team objectives to pop back up. I think the dragon is actually going to spawn very soon. They're probably going to head towards that direction as well. If you notice top lane, though, they're continuing to push that down. I feel like CLG really wants to bring out this pushing comp, and they want to take...
Ooh, look at PewDiePie bottom. Actually going to go down the Hotshot.
Bottom.
Never mind.
Really scary. Will Hotshot go down? He does, but not before picking up a kill on a PewDiePie. Nice trade there overall.
Looking up top here, though, CLG managed to backdoor a tower while all that was going on. They're still chasing into inhibitor right here.
This is actually a great trade for them.
Dragon while this is happening top, which is a very, very silly idea because they're going to lose an inhibitor. Picking up Dragon is not even worth losing an inhibitor.
Oh, they're actually not going to lose it. They do back off because they see Scar. They get scared of that. So not too bad. He does pick up Dragon. They did lose that middle top tower, though. And
that's a lot to lose. I mean,
it is.
That tower is so vital. I mean, if taking an inhibitor this early in the game, even if they take it in the next 5, 6, 10 minutes, it's still really bad. I mean, that's they just have to run up there, kill that, and that's, anybody can take that. But the caster carry could tank that amount of HP on that tower. Let's hope it regens some stuff so they don't just get instantly backdoored.
Vayne now working on her lifesteal, knowing that he is going to have to keep himself alive. They have a lot of potential to really dive onto him and these team fights once those start to flare up. If Dominate jumps in there in the back, also the ultimate from Void Boy coming in. So he has a lot of things to really worry about. Look at that. That's so scary. Frozen Heart plus his E. That's just going to be, once he ground slams him, he's not going to be attacking.
That's exactly why they picked him, because they wanted us.
It's going to feel like his auto attack is broken or something. Like, why am I not moving?
He's only got that zeal, so...
Which he just barely picked up, too. Let's see. Yeah, he just barely picked that up. That's unfortunate. I almost feel like Vayne needs the Nunu right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what needs to happen. I mean, if Malphite jumps on him, ooh, that's going to be deadly. And that's what I was talking about in that pregame. That's why I love that Malphite pick, because, I mean, if they just shut down Doublelift, then they just got to worry about the Udyrs where it got the attack speed. I mean, they're shutting down their biggest sources of DPS because of that. And Skara almost has a death cap along with his Rod of Ages, just worrying about a little bit more gold. Ultimate going out. Hotshot going to take a ton of damage.
It looks like Hotshot is actually getting caught here. PewDiePie on the engage as Hotshot was trying to push down that tower. He will get away, so it's unfortunate he doesn't have that ultimate up, and I don't think it's really going to matter. They already took the dragon, so you're not going to see like a team engage at this point, unless someone just gets caught. But
minute and a half until Scar's ulti's up. Probably not going to see something unless CLG tries to force a dragon or force push that top tower. We're actually not seeing the top tower regen. I actually don't think it regens. It was my mistake. So that is very easily backdoored.
It is very low, you're right. So they can probably just run up there. If it was Hotshot, he can just run in. He's tanky enough to handle it, I think. Probably him. But he's just going to sit there on that bottom tower until he takes it out. Once he takes out that bottom tower, I'm guessing they're going to probably group up and try and do some split push action. Which I guess technically that's what you say they're doing anyways.
Yep.
And they're at a good advantage. I mean, you notice only 2 kills ahead, but regardless of that, they're about 3K gold. So. Not a massive advantage, but definitely noticeable. And so I'm curious.
Yeah, there goes Hotshot taking that bottom tower. He's just gonna sit there and just backdoor all day long.
I think they could possibly just take this turret down. They really want to go for LP, or are they going to go for a full engage? No, Malphite was not able to get into range for that dive. So, Locust now getting caught. Great job by Big LP picking that up. And he will fall. PewDiePie now going to get caught as well. Great flash there. LP doing an amazing job on Rise with those bindings. And yeah, that was perfect. Just a little bit too greedy on their part, trying to go for him, and ended up getting 2 kills out of it rather than dying himself. Rise going to be in a really nice position. Now, same Vicious that whole time pushing top.
I mean, CLG is just walking all over these guys right now.
Yes. It's funny that so we had predicted that in team fight situations, Dignitas would have a great setup, but at this point, they're just getting split pushed all day. Yeah.
There's no team fight.
There's no team fight. There's no engages. It's just CLG completely pushing down everything. And, wow. Okay, so that's another turret. They just took down about 3 turrets in the last minute or so.
Yeah.
And now on Baron. And do they have vision of this?
They
just took out the vision ward. So, yes, Dignitas knows they're starting this.
Doesn't even care, though. He's just going to take bottom. I mean, Dignitas has to try
They have to either let go of bottom or stop Baron. And in fact, they're just going to back off of Baron, knowing that it's not smart to stay there while he pushes that. There's literally nothing. They have no options. I feel like, I don't know how it got to this point, or if it's just like...
It was just like, it was like us. Like a snap of the fingers, and CLG just like went,
they can do whatever they want right now. We're
going to take everything. They took top. They took bottom. I mean, there's nothing they can. And then they're taking Baron right now.
Yep.
Like CLG, all of a sudden, just went. This is our game to win.
They're now at just under, just about 9k gold advantage after that Baron. They did lose Hotshot, but I think he sacrificed that on purpose, basically, in order for them to grab that Baron. So it's totally worth it, obviously.
Definitely sacrificed this.
Taking one for the team, and look at this. We're about to have 2 Frozen Hearts on CLG, if you notice.
2.
Yeah, Udyr building into one as well with that Glacial Shroud. This is really scary. I think at this point, CLG can actually group up as a team and win a team fight. Regardless. Now, they're going to have to be careful. They don't want to fight in those little bitty corners because they can get really messed up by Skara and by Locust. However, well, with Gameplay Ultimate down, I don't feel like they're hard engaged, but if they can catch somebody, I definitely see that happening. Vayne really strong now, has a Bloodthirster and her Phantom Dancer, so she can really dish out a lot of damage as well. There is the engage. They decide to go for the Shurelya's, dominate, getting a nice escape to Void Boy. Pretty standard. But nothing really lost there other than the Shurelya's, which is on such a short cooldown also. Odd set of wards.
Some wards going out.
Yeah. Like, why not? Let's ward. Sandvish is getting slowed tremendously, using his flash to try and escape. Void Boy. Oh no, not getting his ult off successfully. Double Lift just rolled out of that. That was so clutch. I mean, that was literally pixels away from landing, too.
And we're seeing here, Hotshot still bottom. Just
Double
CLG
Lift playing a very nice Vayne right now.
Oh, of course he does. Vayne is one of his mains. Vayne and Caitlyn. I mean, granted, the lane situation didn't go for them that well.
Looks like he's going to be in a bad spot here. He did jump in and took a lot of damage. You can't really go back into the fight until somebody's low. You can notice this. He's just trying to throw out the Sonic Waves. But they are trying to engage as much as possible. Locust going in for his ultimate, not hitting Double Lift. Double Lift doing a great job of just bouncing out of there and kiting as much as possible. Knocking him into the wall, kills him. Void Boy will fall, though. Not able to really deal with Void Boy's damage. Sandvish is going to sit here and kite as much as possible while Udyr finishes the job. And looking really strong here as they now are going to finish off this inhibitor.
That's pretty much...
It's a 1-for-3 trade as, you know, AD carry goes down, but, you know, you lose everything else. Plus, they lost Corky.
Yeah, and they're just going to go right to bottom now because that bottom tower has been weakened. Now, let's see what Scar can do here.
I think he's kind of daring them. Yeah, go ahead and jump on me. I dare you.
Yeah, there's that bottom tower going down. CLG's just going to back out. They're going to buy. They know they're up. They know everything's out. And, yeah. You know what actually we're noticing today? That the Lee Sins are really not doing anything in competitive play today.
You know, it's funny. It's because Lee Sins are so strong in the early game, they have to kind of like snowball their team a bit. But I don't think they kind of fall off late game. I really do feel that way.
Yeah, Lee Sin does fall off late game, yeah.
Right. And it's already to that point. I mean, it's 28 minutes in. So it doesn't feel like it's super late, but it's late enough to where they're so tanky. I mean, you've got everyone on the team has some kind of tanky stuff. So you've got 2 Frozen Hearts already, and you've got, you know, well, you don't have the Aegis yet, but I'm sure she's building into an Aegis. So pretty soon an Aegis. Everybody's extremely tanky and able to handle that damage that Lee Sin would be able to put out. And I mean, how is he building? Let's see, he's got. You know, he's building more tanky, so he's not even building for a lot of damage anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, so they know that CLG is coming around in their forest. Not like they can really do much about it. And Dragon is up. CLG going to be heading in that direction. I feel like right now, unless Dignitas is able to pull a miracle out, CLG's really got them in their grasp. I mean, they're just between a rock and a hard place right now. They gave up so much ground there in kind of the early mid when CLG decided to split and push everything down. What do you think could have been done differently on CLG's part, or sorry, on Dignitas' part to prevent that from happening?
Mostly just grouping up and pushing as a team. I mean, what they tried to do here was stop all the pushes they had to always go to the Vayne, the Gangplank, the Janna top. They had to go to the Udyr bottom, right?
Oh, there's Flash on a Scar, stunning him. Will he be able to pick up a kill? I don't know. Not everybody is in the place. Big Fan OP putting down a lot of damage. Scar does flash over the wall. Be safe for now. Locust now going to be the next target of damage for LP as he is the squishiest. And doesn't look good.
Ooh.
Nice job there. Does finish him off finally. Scar is still very low, but look at Chaucer coming in behind. And don't know if he has enough damage though. He's, nope, not going to make it happen. That would have been very heroic of Janna to make that happen, but definitely not going to make it. There it is. There's the ace. Double up comes in with the roll, and that's going to be good game. Well
Chaucer actually
played.
came around the back.
Yeah,
And
he came around the back and tried to 1v1 Scar.
No, he
Definitely
blew his
didn't work
ulti
out.
away, so his ulti didn't work.
No.
Pretty good play, actually. But
Well, that's
yeah,
it,
as I was
though.
saying.
So that's split pushing. So we were both incorrect. I think we were both correct in our assumption that the team fighting would be strong, but it never happened. And so, you know, that's just where I think just player strategy and skill came in place, as CLG really just kind of like out-strategized them there with the split pushing technique.